I'm one of the few Division I football athletes to play at a PWI, an HBCU, and a military college. Alright, what's good, man? What's good with y'all boys? It's your boy Bryce J-Mo. I'm back with another video today. Today, the topic of the video is me and my playing career. So as y'all know, as y'all may or may not know, I went from a PWI D1 to an HBCU D1 to a military school D1, and this is a career path that not a lot of people have done, and I just wanted to share my experiences at all three because I came from, you know, a lot of different situations that people haven't been from before. I just want to share my experiences with y'all, man. Let y'all know what it was like, the differences, the similarities, because there's a lot of similarities, and just my personal experience. So boom, I'm gonna get straight into it. Started at University of Dayton, which is a PWI in Dayton, Ohio, a Pioneer Football League. This is a non-scholarship situation, so the whole conference gets no scholarship. So that was one of the weird things that, it was just one of the weird things. But started off there, and honestly I had a great, those facilities were some of the best facilities that I ever had. Best training rooms. We didn't have the best locker room. Nah, the locker room was trash. I ain't gonna lie, the locker room was garbage, but we had some of the best facilities that I could have used. In terms of the football, I would say that they don't get the best recruits there. Non-scholarship situation. It's non-scholarship. It's more of a party school, to be honest. More of a basketball school as well. We didn't get the best recruits. Football, it was still a good, you know, a high-level football situation. They had some good receivers that I played against that I had to guard. I did shine probably the most at that school, just because it wasn't easy competition at all. I was a good player, but I did shine the most at that school and see the less quality of athletes than probably the other two situations. Maybe on par with the Citadel, but yeah, so the competition was similar. Just speaking on the mentality of everybody, I would say obviously it was a more like party situation. People weren't really focused on football as much as they should have been. It was good football, but you know, the focus a lot of the time wasn't on the field. When it's time to play, I mean, they played good, like I said, but focus wasn't on the field. And for me, that's one of the things that stuck out. I was like one of the, you know, I didn't go out on the weekends. People went out every weekend, drinking, whatever, smoking. I didn't do none of that, so I was one of the more focused ones in the show. I got Rookie of the Year when I was there. So I would say, in terms of PWI, it was a good school, it was a great school, good football, you know, still D1. It's just wasn't, a lot of the focus wasn't there as I thought it would be for a D1 situation. But it was a great school, great opportunity, and I loved it. So boom, that's University of Dayton. And I'm not going into full detail on everything. Got a lot more story times to tell y'all with these schools, but that's just one of the things, you know. That's just one of the overall the point I'm trying to get across with the differences and similarities between the schools. Not going over every small little detail, but those are some of the differences. Alright, next we got Hampton University. I was transferred there spring of 2022. Hampton University, when I first got there, I was balling. I ain't gonna lie, I had a great spring ball. You know, I was getting interceptions. The competition for me, it felt like on the same level. I don't know if it's because I was balling or I don't know, but it felt the same when I first got there. And then I quickly realized that it is a lot of politics, like a lot more politics involved. The competition was there, like we had a 6'6" receiver who ran a 4'3", 4'4". We had some freaks on the team, some freak athletes. So that's one thing, HBCUs will always have some freak athletes on the team. I guess the skill level was a little bit up there. Skill level, talent level was up there in terms of HBCU level. Now, speaking on the distraction level of the school, there were a lot of distractions. Yes, there were a lot of distractions. At the HBCU, you have a lot of exterior things going on. I'ma just be real, there's a lot of women out there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of good-looking women out there. Overall, I would say people are more dedicated. They were more dedicated athletes than at University of Dayton, but with all the distractions, you know, that come with HBCU campuses, a lot of people are involved in I'm not putting people out there, but you know, it's a lot of stuff going on at HBCU campuses. So it was a distraction level to a certain extent that prohibited athletes from succeeding. I would say overall, better football for sure. Bigger. We had 6'5", 6'6" quarterbacks. Real D1 ball right there. We had 6'7", 6'9" linemen. So it's real D1 football right there. I didn't speak on the coaching staff at University of Dayton, but I feel like the coaching staff at Hampton was a little bit less, you know, detailed, a little bit less structured. Obviously, you have coaches here and there that are good coaches, but overall, the coaching staff, they're just undisciplined. You know, the team was undisciplined. That comes with HBCU ball. That's one of the things that, you know, the stereotypes that they say HBCU ball. So that's one of the things, you know, undisciplined team. We didn't have great success. We probably had better success at University of Dayton, even though it was lesser competition. We had better athletes here, so you would think we'd have more success, but it's just when you got an undisciplined team, undisciplined coaches, it's tough. So I would say that's the HBCU experience in a nutshell compared to the PWI at University of Dayton. So boom, that's 2 schools down. Now we on to the next school. So now we on to the Citadel, Military College of the South, Charleston, South Carolina. Boom, I went to the Citadel in summer 2025, so summer of last year. And when I first got there, I didn't think much of it. I'm not gonna lie, the players, it didn't look like a lot of competition, especially like when we were doing summer workouts, summer practices. Skill level, the talent level was a little bit, I would say it's a little bit lower. Now we did have some dudes. We had some dudes on the team that shine. We got a dude that got to look for the CFL. But overall, I say the talent level was a little bit lower. It's hard to recruit at a military school. I'll give them that. It's very hard to recruit people to want to go to the military to play football. Yes. When I got there, I had torn my ACL, so I was, you know, I was a little bit step behind. I didn't get cleared until 3 days into fall camp. But my athleticism wasn't really there for the season, you know, like as it was before. But the athletes though are dedicated. Like to go to a military school and play football, you have to be dedicated to the sport. Like the athletes was focused, like head on straight. You know what I'm saying? Focus, real, you know, it was good. And we had some good athletes too. We had some great athletes. People putting up numbers on the bench, on the squad. You know, it's military, so they will have them freak, you know, they'll have some freaks on their team at the military schools. So that's one of the things. We had great athletes. I wouldn't say better than Hampton, but you know, we had good athletes. I would say the coaching, we had great coaching. We had disciplined coaching. You know, it was everything was about discipline. It's a military school. You gotta wake up at a certain time. You gotta do everything correct. Nothing wrong. We didn't have a lot of people doing bad, you know what I'm saying, undisciplined. We had a lot of people with their head on straight. Might not have been the best athletes, but everybody was working towards that common goal. So that's one of the things. It was more of a team aspect. So it was a closer bond than my other 2 schools. Maybe not it was probably on par with University of Dayton in terms of the bond and everybody working towards that common goal. Athleticism may not have been the best, but it was a great team environment, you know what I'm saying? And this is all D1 football. So when I say like athleticism and all that, like it's still some it's dogs on the field at every D1 school. So don't get me wrong, like you feel me? It's dogs at all 3 schools. I'm just speaking on what I saw with my own eyes with playing against people. Don't get me wrong, you know, yeah, it's dogs on every team that I play with. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's just my experience at the Citadel. So going from a PWI, University of Dayton, Ohio, to an HBCU, Hampton University, Hampton, Virginia, then going to a military college, the Citadel, Military College of the South in Charleston, South Carolina. So without further ado, those are my experiences. Just base level, just comparing what I had to go through, you know, at each different school. If y'all boys want me to go into more depth, I can in a next video. I'm probably going to drop a part 2 to this with more categories that I can explore. That's just a little overview of what I had to go through and the differences and some of the similarities between the schools, man. If y'all like this content, if y'all want to hear more, go ahead and shoot me a comment, man. I got y'all. I'm gonna try to respond to everyone. I'm gonna try to get y'all input so I can make a better part 2, you know what I'm saying, with more what y'all want to hear, like what else. It's a lot of stories I ain't go over, I promise y'all. It's too many stories to even like tell. So y'all gotta comment to refresh my mind so I could tell y'all what I can go over. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me with this video. Appreciate y'all boys for sticking it out, and let's get it. We running up all 2026. Y'all already know, man. Without further ado, peace.
I'm in the west and she in the east. I paid for them white toes on her feet, and she had a good time, roll up a leaf. She ain't fucking with him cause she fucking with me. She be calling you bro cause you copping the G, but she come around me and she gon' roll out the P. Seen the big car cage and smoke out the G. Still playing my song and throwing up 3s.
Sometimes you play lineman, you play safety. Bryce, what positions do you play? Linebacker? Let me see. Look at me. Okay. All right, let's go to practice, guys. Get your sports bag, Kyle. You get the mouthpieces, Bryce.
Should I get my...
Hold the small straps like I told you. Okay, you didn't hold both of the small straps, but go ahead. All right.